Hi there, in this screencast I'm going to show you how to execute or have one of your sprites execute a jump sequence. So similar to in Flappy Bird, where when they press the key once, the bird kind of goes up and then back down. So if you're doing a side-scrolling game where you have a character who's kind of running along with things coming at him, being able to execute a kind of a jump sequence is actually pretty useful. So I'm going to do it with my existing screencast game, and I'm going to first of all make a variable that is going to be called monster state, and it's going to be a string variable. So when I go down to the initialize method, and then I need to give it its initial value. So I might say monster state equals running. All right, so now I'm going to go down to, let's see, the update method. And in the update method, when the game is running and you're detecting movement, I'm going to say, oh, actually, there's one more variable I want to create, and that is called can jump. I'm going to make a bool variable called can jump. So I'm going to go all the way back up to the top, and right where I did monster state, I'm going to do bool can jump. And then I'm in the initialize method, I'm going to set can jump to be false, or true, I'm sorry. Alright, and now in the update method, I'm going to use J as the jump key. So down when the game is running, I'm going to add an if statement. So it's going to say be if keyboard now dot is key down keys dot j, or gamepad 1 now dot is button, or no, I think it is gamepad 1 now dot buttons dot a equals button state dot pressed. So if one of those things is true, I'm going to start the jump sequence. Okay, and I'm going to set can jump to be false. All right, and now I'm going to say monster state equals jumping. All right, and oh, I forgot, I also need one more variable, and that's going to be an int variable called jump count. Okay, so now down where in the update method where I just was, let's see, where is I? Down here, I'm going to also say jump count equals 0. Okay, so now, let's see. I need to, if the jump count, if the monster state is jumping now, equals jumping, then what do I need to do? I need to increase, well, I'm going to say this, jump count plus plus, and then I'm going to say if jump count less than 20, I should say less than or equal to 20, Then I'm going to subtract from the monster's the rectangle y coordinate or y value to move him up. So I'm going to say of monster rec dot y minus equals 3. Now, you know what? I'm going to make this even bigger. Let's do 60. Okay. And then else if jump count less than equal to 120, now I'm going to move him back to where he started. I'm going to say monster rec dot y plus equals 3. And then I'm going to say else monster state equals running and can jump equals true. And then there's one other thing I need to do where I detect the key press. I need to say and can jump. So I'm going to say and can jump. All right, so what's really going on here? Well, we're keeping track, first of all, of the state of the monster. So basically, you detect the key press or the button press on the gamepad, and if the monster can jump, then it sets can jump to false. So what this is doing is preventing the user from just holding the key down and the monster just continues to go higher and higher. When you set can jump to false, then the next time through, if update method fires, even if the J key and the A key are down, the monster is still just going to be going through his sequence, and the game won't respond to that. So you set basically the monster state equal to jumping, and you have a variable that's kind of a count variable. So the count is going to start at 0, and then you add a line of code that says, if the monster is jumping, what's going to happen? We're going to increment the jump count variables so that the first 60 times the update method fires, we're going to subtract 3 pixels from the monster's rectangle. Then the next 60 times the update method fires, we're going to add. So subtracting and then adding the same amount basically takes him up and then back down to where he started. Then as soon as the jump count variable gets up to 121, basically you set the monster state back to running and you say can jump equals true. Alright, so let's hope this works. Alright, so I'm going to run it, and I have to press start, and it doesn't look like it's working. Alright, so let's do a little bit of debugging here. Oh, you know what? I have it in the wrong spot. Okay, so all of this should not be in that big if statement. So it should stand on its own and not be a part of the others. Alright, so I made it the first thing that in the section of when the game state is running. Okay, so now let's see. Yep, good. Alright, so you can make, let me make the jump sequence a lot faster. So I'm going to shorten the time. So let me say 30 and 60, so it's going to take half as long. And I'm going to increase the height he gets. And then, alright, so now let's see, it should be a little bit better. Yep. Alright, so that's how you would have your game have a jump sequence that if you hold the key down repeatedly, no matter if you continue to press it, he's still going to go through just one jump sequence before another one is executed. All right, so good.